Okay, hello everybody. Thanks for your patience. I had to do a little setup on this character, and actually, to tell you the truth, it's not exactly the loadout I like to run with, so I'm just going to say that up front, but I did my best to save time here. Thanks for tuning in to this webcast for DLC 6 Home Turf. My name is Jens Anderson. You might know me as Spittle on the forums, and I'm the creative director on the project, and I am joined today by S.J. Miller, who is our assistant creative director. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
And SJ is just joining us for the first time on one of these webcasts, so I'm going to actually just take a second to let you introduce yourself to people and let them know what you do on the project.
Okay.
Which is like everything.
Well, like you said, I'm the assistant creative director. I work closely with design and various teams on basically the narrative of the game and the look, and most importantly, or at least something I do a lot of, is text and VO. I work with a lot of the various designers and their writing, and I also go into the booth with the actors and the voice director and try to bring it home.
So a lot of the narrative, story, editorial stuff and all that.
Right.
Yep. So she is instrumental in making that happen. So welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So we brought SJ along to kind of help tell a little bit about how some of these stories are structured, and some of the single player solo content that we're putting into the open world and the instances kind of all tied together. And we're going to start this off. We like to show you a bunch of these over the next week. We are going on to IGN as well. I'm going out there Thursday. I think it will air Monday or something like that, but we'll be doing the Ace Chemicals one too. But today we're going to show you Steelworks. So here we are in Metropolis. You can tell because of the Bibos sign. We love your buns. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. You'll love our buns. Yeah, I got that backwards. Gets me into trouble sometimes. So here we are at Steelworks. What we've done is, there used to be a lot of content. Actually, there was really no content out here except for the Starfire bounty that used to be in this area. But now we've actually populated this whole area with content. You can see on the mini-map below me, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've been given a pointer quest by Tio Morrow, or a mission, sorry, to come over to this area and talk to one of his Morrow bots. And what's Tio Morrow doing in this area, SJ? I mean, what's going on here? You want to fill us in?
Sure. This is actually a very important part of the story. So the overall story of DLC 6 a little bit is Tio Morrow and Steel are kind of going head to head, and that's because just to reacquaint folks, Tio Morrow's signature move is to use his future spying devices, which are kind of like a television that can see into the future.
Yes.
And like he'll pluck technology from the future or get ideas from the future and use it today, basically putting himself above everyone else. But at some point in the future, Steel has actually created like a counter technology which prevents Morrow from seeing what he's doing at Steelworks in the future, and it just infuriates him.
So some kind of anti-time stealing, time spying device?
Exactly, clearly, exactly that. And so Morrow is basically like, if I can't get it from the future, we're going to get it today, and he's going to need our help to do it.
Yeah, so we are trying to infiltrate his typical modus operandum has been thwarted by Steel, and we are now sort of going to help him get what he needs the old-fashioned hard way. He's going to have to actually fight his way or steal it
it's a little
himself.
It's a little bit personal because he fancies himself the best roboticist. Steel can't even compare.
All right, so here we are outside, just trying to give people an idea of the content there. So basically, Morrow has set up a little staging area here. He's got his Oolong robots actually leading an assault on Steelworks, right? And they're trying to steal all the stuff you're talking about. So he told me to kind of come over here. Each of the areas that we've done in the open world actually has one of these staging areas now, either set up by Morrow or for the heroes, Steel.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk to this Morrow bot and actually give him a chance to say some stuff. Can they hear that okay? All right, cool. So now we just got a new quest called Hostile Takeover. Did that. So we need to weaken the Steelworks defenses. Now basically that is a cumulative mission, right? So if you do one of these daily missions that you get, you do one a day, right? Mm-hmm. You'll open up and complete the weakened Steelworks defenses, and that will open up the instance to go inside of Steelworks and take on Steel himself. Mano a mano.
That's right.
Although you do have Morrow and some Morrow bots with you as well, right?
Got a little help with you.
He's not exactly, fighting ready though in the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, you're kind of there bailing him out sometimes.
A little bit, yeah. Okay. So let's go over to actually Marobot U14. He's the one who's going to actually give us the daily mission to weaken the Steelworks defenses. So let's see what he has to say. All right, so Steel has a bunch of drones in the area now to kind of take over some of the air defense for Steelworks. He's got all these new construction bots. You saw the brand new model we have going of Steel's construction workers. These things are kind of cool, right? They're basically like civil engineering bots, right? They can, in a pinch, they're programmed for defense.
Yeah, Steel's no fool. He knows he's got to be able to protect his factory at a drop of that.
And our idea there was basically that there would be, you know, so many things going on that the city's in rubble now with all the extra heroes and villains that perhaps Steel would actually bring, you know, some kind of robot or automated like, you know, robotics to actually try and help rebuild and you know, maintain the city. And so that's what these worker bots are all about. But of course, as they see trouble, they go ahead and try and take care of it on their own. So I'm looking for some of these drones up here. Here we go. Here's some. So we have stuff on the rooftops and down in the area below. I am not used to playing a flyer, I have to say. I'm an acrobat lover through and through. I like the pain. Oh, that's nothing compared to the speedsters. I feel for you speedsters. We'll try and do something at some point. Alright, so control Steelworks drone. Oh, actually, I have to go get this. I'm on the different quest. There are 10 different daily missions at these kiosks. They randomly get assigned to you, so you will actually be able to do one a day, and then, like I said, in 5 days it unlocks the instance run. Let me just go over here and get this Steelworks drone thing. There we go. I actually did the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm going to interact with this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I am now taking control of the Steelworks drone. And I can fly up here and now use drone to destroy drone producing factories. So here's like a drone factory right here. And go ahead and use a missile on it. Got a healing power that I can use. Oh no! I hit the wrong button.
Don't.
So it doesn't work when you're out of the form, obviously. There we go. Get him. Oop. Die. There we go. Alright, let me go put this thing back on. I screwed up. Sorry, people.
Drone on drone.
I'm all like harried and frenzied because of trying to get my skill point set up at the last minute. There we go. Alright, try that again.
That's great.
I know. I like this robot actually. It's kind of cool when you fly around how it banks and everything like that as well. Ooh. Needs a boost mode. I'll say that. Maybe we should do a boost mode for it. Looking for drone factory. There's another one. Okay. So this time there we go.
Feels like a arcade game there.
Yeah. You can kind of set the big missiles up so that you can launch them at that guy as well. There we go. And you just kind of take them down.
Oh.
I'm trying.
He's
Let
almost
me heal myself. One more blast. Okay. There we go.
There he goes.
Alright. So basically I would be able to, I'm going to just damage this really quick. Try and accelerate through these so we are pressed on time. Alright, so as you can see, destroy one of those little things, and eventually, as we go through here, whoops, sorry. get all those. Did I misspell? Oops, sorry. Okay. Is it?
Yeah. Keep going.
There it is. Sorry. There we go. All right. Okay, so if I complete each of these things, now I got to go destroy the custodian, which I could do as well. I complete each of those. I'm just going to fast forward through that part so you can see how the loop works. So basically you go through the actual, I'm going to drop my disguise now. And then you can bring that quest back to this guy as you've completed it. And you can see it updated the weakened Steelworks defenses by 1 by going to do that quest. Okay? So you complete the death from above. You get your daily reward here for that, which in this case was the daily reward box, which I will open up, and I'll get my Mark of War, which I'll then consume as well. Okay, so then you can come up to this guy tomorrow if you want to, or you can use a replay badge to unlock it. So go ahead and unlock it and accept the next quest that he gives me, which is to destroy this safety valve. Okay, there's one right here actually. You can kind of see it on my mini map, that little white carrot in the powder keg I'm going for. And you can see all these drones are pretty cool. So these are the main construction bots. They're like the basic lowest of the low here as far as the construction bots go.
That's a lot.
I know, it's a lot of dudes. I can't promise that I'm going to actually make it out of this one alive. So perhaps this is a good time for a little bit of a supply drop, maybe a little bit of an orbital strike. Oh, come on, orbital strike. Well, it came after. Oh, well, I grabbed too many guys there. Learned my lesson. So as you can see, going in here by yourself, unless you're geared up, can be dangerous. So you might want to bring a friend or two. Alright. Let me get back over there and respawn at the rally point. Head back over. It's not a far trip from the respawn point here at Steelworks, which is nice. So it looks like I can attack it a little more conservatively from this angle. Yeah, this will be a better fight for me here. Spread.
I've always really liked this area, so I'm really glad there's now a bunch of content.
Yeah, I know. It was weird being empty before, right? And now, I mean, that was the whole goal with DLC 6 home turf stuff, right? We had 4 really iconic areas, and when we launched the game, Arkham Asylum, Ace Chemicals, Strikers Island, actually Ace Chemicals and Arkham specifically, they had like base content kind of put on the outside that had something to do with the inside and the fact that there were the NPCs from the inside activity. But they didn't really actually have anything to. There was no quest there. There was no mission. There was nothing to really do. Hold on. So we decided we were going to actually support it with brand new content. And this isn't just go here and kill a bunch of stuff that was already there. We've restructured all the content in that area. If there was anything there previously that didn't have any structure, we actually gave it structure. That was specifically for Strikers, Arkham, and Ace. And like you noticed a while ago that all the Toyman missions got moved into their own private instance at Strikers, and that was to make way for some home turf content that we wanted to do. Alright, so now I need to process the AI calibration. So this mission is basically doing a couple of things to various objects in the area that will weaken the defenses, and they'll unlock something for me that I gotta kill later. And here are the foreman guys. You can see a communication foreman, there's a jackhammer foreman, and a buzzsaw foreman. Basically all these construction bots have a bunch of different sort of leaders or sub-bosses out in this area, and we have to confront those later. They're pretty dangerous to run across and really tough. So lower level guys just starting out this content might need to bring a friend or two to try and take them on. And I'm going to avoid that guy. Oh, we'll probably have to fight him later anyway. Alright, here's an assembly control unit. Looks like it's up here. Up to the top. Oh, that was a citizen. Ah. Oh.
Better,
you know what? Since I came up here.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Villains doing villains.
More distressed now. She thought she was distressed before. She's really distressed on the way down. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now that I've done that, it's actually spawning the buzzsaw guy. So you can see here he has a big, huge buzzsaw for cutting and constructing maybe steel girders, which he is more than happy to use on my villainous behind. These guys are pretty cool. They have unique special effects and some cool moves that you need to counter. Let's take a look at some of this guy's stuff. He can throw the buzzsaws out there. He's got a big buzzsaw swipe move that he does too, and these guys all follow some of the similar like counter moves and things that you can do on the NPCs, so good to keep an eye on what they're actually doing while they're fighting you. Let's try that orbital strike this time actually on this guy. Boop 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 boop. Hello. Meet my spy satellite. Death from above. And that can really tip the battle in your favor, especially when you have a lot of the little guys, the little construction bots. They get eaten up by that satellite, which is really nice. So it's worth unlocking that when you get the chance, keeping that thing active. And it's cool too. I'm just running around here by myself right now on one of our internal servers. But players will obviously be running around here. Our contribution rules for content still apply, so you're going to totally be able to help people out and still get credit. Not a lot of kill stealing and stuff going on here. Let me do that. Alright, I just want to finish this fight, so it's time for some backup or henchmen. So I have an ancient lair available to me, so I've decided to kind of equip my ancient henchmen. So you can see I just summoned up, or actually called in a bunch of ancient stone statues to kind of help me in this fight. So they are going to be helping me out now with the buzzsaw foreman and getting some of those other guys off me. It's hard to talk in play sometimes. Probably should have this guy dead by already, but I'm in tank mode. I like to be a tank. Doesn't matter to me that I'm by myself in a challenge mode. It'll take a few minutes longer just so I can feel secure in my defense. I'd get yelled at in a duo, I'm sure. Get out of tank mode. You don't need a tank. I know. I was looking at you. I gotta start paying attention to the screen in front of me here.
That buzzsaw is awesome.
What's that?
The buzzsaw is awesome.
Yeah, I like the sound it makes, and there's a jackhammer guy with a big giant jackhammer hand. There's a bulldozer guy with a huge bulldozer hand. He does a cool charge move at you. So they each kind of have behavior that's a little appropriate for the attachment that they have on their arm. All right, so that was basically another one of the missions. They're pretty, straightforward in terms of where they lead you. They all take place in the Steelworks area here. So if you're doing a Steelworks mission, it takes place throughout the sort of 4x3 block area of Steelworks. There's stuff on the roofs. There's stuff down below on the ground. You're going to see a lot of players running around here, participating in the content as well. Here's Morrow teleported in some of his Oolong bots that are going to go make another assault. There's some really cool and fun encounters in here too. Or some missions in here too. I really like some of the ones where the special repair bots for steel are shuttling pieces of the destroyed ones that you've blown up, and Morrow wants pieces of those too, so you're stealing stuff. Let's actually see if like refurbished robots is one of the ones. Let me actually start giving myself these missions so you guys can see some of the ones I want you to specifically look at. We're gonna cheat and ditch the randomness right now so we can make sure we don't get a repeat. But again, you can just come in here and talk to this guy, and if you want to, you can reset this, and he'll go ahead and give you another mission. So this is for uplink terminals now. That's a big melee.
Whoa.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like just getting in there. Oh. Nice. Alright, let me go find some uplink terminals. Yeah, these little guys are cool. They're constantly, these salvage robots are kind of constantly roaming around here looking for pieces and parts that actually have spawned out of the sort of left over from where you and the Oolong bots have been destroying them. So they'll pick these things up and they'll take them and try and salvage them, and you're supposed to kind of get pieces of those as well at certain points. It really just depends on what Morrow sends you out to do, right?
Steel's very responsible and eco-friendly, so he's going to reuse wherever he can.
He's recycling?
Yes.
Yes, the Steelworks looks so green to me. Doesn't this area just scream green?
They're in a transition period right
Yeah. This is a clean steel factory here. If there's such a thing. This character does not have backdraft, which I'm totally used to and rely on for my healing. So it's a little... I'm fumbling with my rotation. Alright. Alright, those salvage bots don't really mess with you unless you mess with them, which is helpful right now. I'm going to be able to go and do this. Oh! Painful. Respawn rate's pretty challenging in here, but you know, we did that obviously knowing that there'd be a lot of other folks running around in here all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I might need a supply drop. Come on.
Oh, goodness.
I know, they just piled up on me here. But you can see the supply drop stuff, it lasts for a little while and then it goes away. Will I have time to do my orbital strike before I die? No! Oh, it went anyway. Nice. Alright, so basically I can hack that terminal, do another mission there. I'd go back, I'd get more accumulating on my weakened Steelworks defenses. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and actually fast forward into the instance here so you guys can see the inside of Steelworks.
Sweet.
So what's going on in the inside of Steelworks? Can you give us a little brief there?
So we've been chipping away at the defenses, and eventually, you know, Morrow being the genius he is, he can get in. He can find a way in, but you know, he's not much of a fighter himself. So he's going to take in some robots, and he's going to take you with him to pretty much get his back while he's in there trying to snatch up some of Steel's technology and hopefully some of Steel's research, and to figure out what he is doing to block his television that sees the future.
Why you gotta block my time television?
Yeah.
I'm not into that. I like seeing the future. Alright. Steelworks. Breaking steel. So this is my active. I'm gonna cheat ahead, which I just did. So let's say I did 5 of those. Oh, drones. Not being kind. So let's say I did 5 of those. It'll prompt me to come over here and talk to that guy I initially spoke to, the Q7 robot.
I've done it! The defense system is compromised. The Steel Workshop is vulnerable. Oh, I want that research. Meet me inside. Hurry up!
He's excited.
Yeah, I hope people can tell when it's me talking live and when it's actually Tio Morrow speaking.
It's not a live performance.
It says now I'm not doing that VO live right now on the cuff. It's a little weird to hear.
Oh, brief.
Hear myself. Oh, a brief? You want me to do the brief? All right. You know, these are the collections here still attached? They're attached to the amenities, right? These blue ones too, or is it just the collections? I forget.
I don't particularly want to get into an army of prison guards and a 2-ton psychic gorilla. Without the heck of television, I can see the future to know how that went.
All right, so a little comment about what's going on over at Strikers right now. Okay.
Yeah, we've added new collections, new investigations, and new briefings to all 4 pieces of content, which, of course, heroes, villains, it doesn't matter. Anybody can collect them and get the rewards. And adds a little bit of a backstory and some extra information about what's going on in the area.
Alright, so here's the entrance to the Steelworks entrance that you go into. So we'll pop in there. So these are solo. They're like the challenge modes. You go in there by yourself. And these are hard. These are really, really hard. You might need a few pieces of gear in order to crack this nut. It's tough.
You might want to drop that, that's why I dropped a little earlier.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, should I wait for my cooldowns to come off? Maybe. Alright, let's go ahead in here anyway.
Now, if I could just get past the workshop security protocols, without tripping the alarms. Quickly, get in here and keep the security strapped off to me and my entourage so we can get the security shut down.
Hey, there's me. Alright, so here we are. We are now going to be trying to defend Tio Maro and his robots. This is an interesting one because you really need to pay attention to his robots and keep them up, because if they're not up, he gets a little insecure and he takes some time out of what he's actually doing over there with the defenses and or the factory itself to actually deal with getting his robots back up, and that just takes time away from your main objective and what you're trying to do.
Yeah, he's aware that he's pretty soft and he needs those guys.
Yeah, he's squishy. He's Alright, so now I gotta take this puppy that he's sort of taking the defenses down and get that over to this drop-off area where we're trying to steal this stuff out of here. So once we collect enough of these, we can ditch out of here and actually achieve the objective we needed to. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. What a waste. So if anybody's wondering, can orbital strike be used indoors? Why, yes it can. That laser is powerful enough to punch through the roof, believe it or not. I was actually trying to, reason that through my head the other morning. These are the things I think of when I'm driving into work. I'm like, so how does it go through, the League of Assassins stronghold and stuff? And I'm like, well, you can program the laser's power and bursts of energy to sort of like a bunker buster missile. If a missile can do it, why not a high-powered laser from a satellite?
Of course.
You gotta start paying attention. I think it's time for some backup. Come on, backup.
Henchman. Here, Batty.
Yeah, so now they're gonna kind of maybe get some attention so that I can transport this thing. Alright, so where's Morrow now? Where's my guy? There he is. Oh no! Not good. Supply drop action. I should probably start using my powers properly. That would help me survive better. I just don't have backdraft. I'm so used to it. I get backdraft. I love the look of this area too. I mean, we really did a cool job. The artist did a really cool job. You can kind of see in some of these areas, like back here, there's like assembly lines of robots. You can see the construction of the bots back there on that assembly line. Yes, I'm running away on purpose to die.
It's so cool looking back there. I'm sure.
If I'm gonna die, I might as well make it scenic for everyone. Oh no! Smash! Ah! All right. So at this point, it would start over. I would need to do those sections again where we're doing the transport, and then at some point Steel is going to show up and be part of the fight as well. So maybe I should try and concentrate and get through to that part of the fight. Look at that shirt. What a nice shirt. Brian, you want one of those shirts, right?
I have one of those shirts.
You. I wear it proudly every day. People call that the controlled substance shirt on the forums.
Of course.
It's kind of understandable. It does look a little questionable. Now, Morrow is going to be featured at 2 of the locations. He's basically the mentor, so to speak, for this content for villains. And Steel is going to do that on the other side for heroes. Steel will send you to Stryker's Island and Ace Chemicals, and Morrow will send you to Steelworks and Arkham Asylum. See if I can make a good toss. Ah! I had something targeted. Oh, movement mode would help. So you can see there, I left those robots to kind of languish, and he's now got to stop to take care of them, to get them back up. You can see him right there doing a repair. And then, of course, he teleports away after doing that and gets over to the next area there where he's going to be weakening that shield around that super top secret part, right? These are the parts you were talking about?
Yeah, so prototypes that Steel's been working on that may lead to the discovery of how he's doing what he's doing in the future. Teomaro's basically really nosy.
He is nosy. He's like the ultimate villainous eavesdropper. Oh, I really shouldn't have left those guys who were almost dead alive. That was kind of stupid. Oh, that flamethrower hurts. Alright, so see, I lost all that time he just made on trying to interact with that thing. I lost it all because I let that stupid guard die. That's alright, it happens. Here we go. I think I'm back on track now. I hope I'm back on track now. Let's put it that way. I'm just like ability dumping. It's because I know everybody's watching. You're all making me nervous. There we go. You got it.
I've got to start making these robots out of promethium or something.
Haha, I see what you did there, SJ. You made a Prometheum joke.
Everybody loves that.
Well, everybody knows what Prometheum is by now, I would assume.
I know I get excited when I see that word pop up on my screen.
Oh, I know. Do you know, like, Jesse Benjamin, our design director, still hasn't gotten a ring or neck?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've gotten so many, and he's just like, I've got none.
I've got some good pieces, but I want that red aura so bad.
He's not bitter, though.
Of course.
At all. He doesn't act
No.
bitter around
Or
the
talk
office
about it.
No, he never mentions
brings it
it
up.
or obsesses about it at all. Come get some, people. This is my orange aura. This is why I need backdrafts, so I can, like, make people come over here. Get back in my aura.
I've got to upgrade these walking junk piles.
Ah, I agree. You need to upgrade your walking junk piles. All right. Boom, 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 boom.
Love that one.
I know, it's so satisfying.
play gadgets, so totally gonna have orbital strikes.
All right, there we go. Come on, buddy, get it done. I don't have time to wait around for your tinkering shenanigans. There we go.
Number 4.
No! My robot! Get him before he spoils my plans.
I'm trying. Alright, so right after you get that fourth one, Steel comes in, wipes out all those robots, takes out Morrow, or takes Morrow's attention away, and now it's all about just getting on Steel here. It's cool too because these guys, when they're up, they really do help you a lot, these robots. So it's nice having those people around if you need them. Oh, he just interrupted me. Got a little cocky. I think it's time for a little oh, that's the wrong one. I meant to get my backup. My henchman. Come on, guys. Uh-oh.
Got 4 minutes.
I know. And what happens after that?
He brings his own backup, and
Yeah.
they will wreck you.
They wreck you. So there's a timer here on this, right? You can't just be in this phase all day. Should I let him come? No, I should finish it. No, Bryant's going, yeah, let him come. Come on. You can do it, Jens. Okay, so he disabled the final one while Steel was there and I was doing my thing. So let's go ahead and put that over here as well. We got all our stuff. So then Morrow sets off a little bomb and explosion to kind of distract Steel so that you guys can get away. So Steelworks under new management. So now Steel's going to be back there dealing with whatever explosion that Morrow set off, and I'm going to go ahead and claim my, or complete my quest, so to speak, my mission. What is that? Oh, you got to get out first. That's right. There we go. Alright, so now I can go in. What? Alright, something's bugged there, but you know, we're on test still. That's why we are on test. Doesn't look like I can complete that mission for some reason. Try again. I wonder if it's because I cheated to get it. It's possible.
Cheaters never win.
Cheaters never win. Yeah. All right. So we'll address that. But there you go. That's sort of the gist of what's going on here over at Steelworks. We've got things going on inside and out. The construction bots that Steel has been helping to build to try and help repair the city are being put to use at its defense because Morrow is on the assault trying to steal Steel's designs.
Steel.
There's been a lot of tongue twisters while we've been doing this, right?
Steel, and there's actually a bounty for heroes in this area too.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that, right? Like, so there's the 4 content areas. 2 are for heroes, 2 are for villains, right? But at each of these areas, there is a bounty poster or quest mission, that can send you to one of the other areas. So villains will have bounties over at Ace Chemicals and at Stryker's Island, which are typically for heroes, and heroes will have bounties here at Steelworks and at Arkham Asylum. So there is some cross-pollination. You know, a lot of people will be doing their PvE over in those areas, and they'll have other cross-faction PvEers coming over to try and get that bounty. So there will be opportunities for people on PvP servers to intermingle, to commingle.
In this area, Tio Morrow has a really nasty robot, siege robot, and Steel will reach out to the heroes to come help take this guy out, which, you know, could get interesting on the PvP phase.
I think I actually did just somehow claim that. Yeah. There we go. Another daily reward box. Got a focusing element and a mark of war for my trouble. There you go. All right. So there you go. That's basically that's Steelworks in a nutshell here. Like I said, you were mentioning the bounties. We're going to be going over Ace Chemicals with Greg Miller on his show, and then we're going to try and get an opportunity, I think next week, to maybe show everybody some of the other content that we have out in the open world. So again, 2 hero sections, 2 villain sections. Each of those sections have 10 missions. Right, and you can get 1 a day, and they are new original missions with really cool stuff. Some of the things that we'll be showing over at Ace Chemicals are really creative and cool.
Yeah.
Arkham is a really dark, disturbing mood to it as well. So there you go. I'll be happy to answer your questions for a little while about Steelworks and any of the solo content, open world, and also the challenge modes for you on my Twitter account @Spittle. So just go ahead and jump on to Twitter and give me a holler and ask your questions about Steelworks or solo content in general. I won't be talking about specifics in terms of story of the other areas, as we're going to be unveiling those in other webcasts, but I'm happy to talk to you about how this stuff works and answer any questions about the missions, the replay badges, the instances themselves. So give me a holler at Spittle, and I'll be happy to answer. So thank you, SJ.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on and helping us out here. You can also ask us anything you want anytime at DCUO on Twitter. Meps is always looking for things to answer there. Facebook.com, DC Universe Online, and www.dcuniverseonline.com. You can join our forums, PS3, PC. Test is open right now with DC DLC 6, so Legendary PC members, jump on there and help us out. And test some PvP, test some PvE, test layers, and we will get some more information to you on this on the other content real soon. Thank you, everyone, and I'll talk to you on Twitter. Bye.